What's going on, guys? This is Alec here and welcome to episode 14 of my Swansea City career mode. Before I go anywhere, I just want to give a big shout out to Johan Skills. I've noticed he's commented on a lot of my videos lately, so thank you for the support. Going on into this episode, we are in January, so please let me know down below what transfers you want me to sign. I haven't had any transfers so far that I've gone along with, just because either A, they're new transfers, or B, they're out of price range. So, like I said, please let me know down below what transfers you want to see come in. As you'll be able to see here, Neil Taylor actually messages us and say, look, the transfer window's open. I'd like to get out of the club. So as I was going to list him up for sale, I thought I'd fiddle about with the club. Alfie Mawson hasn't had a lot of game time. Regan Poole hasn't had a lot of game time, but I actually don't decide to put him up for loan. As you can see here, Tabanu's out on loan and he's 78 rated, so when he comes back, we won't even need Neil Taylor. As you can see here, putting the likes of Connor Roberts up for sale, up for loan, just for short, so then they'll come back at the end of the season. We actually decided to put Odegaard up for a short loan, or do we? Yes, we do. It's been quite long since I've recorded this. I think the new Premier League graphics that have been added into the game, they won't actually be in the next episode, but they may be in the one after that, just because I have still got a little bit of gameplay saved up. But yeah, like I said, we're in the January transfer window. We had a big offer here from Sigurdsson, and I was about to ask them for like a little bit more, but then I thought I'd reject all offers. I need Sigurdsson in my team, and I didn't want to risk even if I sold him for like 40 million, I don't know who I'd bring in. But going on into the first game of the episode, we've got Crystal Palace up away at Selhurst Park. We've actually played these a couple of times this season, but as you can see, the league table, Swansea City in top position. We're 6 points clear of Man United in second, and as you see here, Gylfi Sigurdsson, 20 appearances and 12 goals from midfield is so good, in my opinion at least. And this is the Crystal Palace team that we came up against. They've got some good players in there, Crystal Palace, like Flamini, Steve Mandanda, who isn't playing in this game for some reason, Papa Soare, who is a left back that I was actually considering signing maybe if we get rid of Neil Taylor. But there's Alan Pardew, not one of my favourite managers, but he's a decent one nonetheless. And here's our team. We actually had to make a lot of changes from the game against Bournemouth last time, which is kind of good because we drew 1-1. Maybe that team was getting a little bit complacent, but nonetheless, we changed a lot of players here, mainly due to fitness, because it was a couple of days after the Bournemouth game. The likes of Neil Taylor coming back in, Angel Rangel starting out at right back, and I believe this is one of the first starts that Nathan Dyer has had in the Premier League. But in the first half, we're piling on some pressure down the right-hand side. It is actually Nathan Dyer who gets the ball away from Soare. Poor cross back to Sigurdsson, but he controls it fairly nicely, and that's going to be a foul by Martin Kelly on Gylfi Sigurdsson. You'll be able to see from the replay that Sigurdsson, I said it was a good touch like 2 seconds ago. It was such a bad touch from Gylfi Sigurdsson, but it's such a bad touch. It invites Martin Kelly to come on and make the tackle. And as you'll be able to see here, Gylfi Sigurdsson just nips the ball away from him before he can slide and take it. But Sigurdsson up to take the penalty, and that's probably the best penalty I've taken on FIFA 17. Right into the top left corner. There's absolutely no chance for Julian Speroni. Mandanda wouldn't have saved that if he was in net. Wayne Hennessy wouldn't have saved that if he was in net. Even if all three of them were in net, that would have been a hard one to save. But we go 1-0 up 10 minutes into the game against Palace here. Connor Wickham down the left hand side. Not his best position in my opinion, but as you can see here, such a shambles on the goal line. That was actually really close to being an own goal. I don't really know what happened, but we escaped, so that's all that matters. But here's Gylfi Sigurdsson on the right hand side of the box. It's a good save from Speroni, but one he'd be expected to make. But we'll have a chance from the corner now. It's going to be Sigurdsson to put this ball into the box. It's a decent corner. It comes to Angel Rangel, who gets his first goal of the season. I don't know why or how or why again Rangel is winning headers in the box, but you could see there it was either him or Llorente gonna win it, and Rangel makes that header count. So that's 2-0 into the second half, into half time at Selhurst Park, which is a decent result. From here on, I think we could just control the game and try to keep possession and whatnot. Palace have a decent chance here just after the half time mark, and that is actually how this game is going to finish. There was no chances whatsoever in the second half. It stayed 2-0 to us. Palace had some half chances, but nothing really worth showing. But yeah, we managed to keep a clean sheet away from home. I'll take it. Another win, another 3 points. And with a fairly rotated team as well. I think I took Sigurdsson off at half time just to rest him a little bit. But yeah, like I said, a decent result, so I'm happy with that one. Now then, going on into transfers and players and whatnot, the main thing that I want you guys to comment below if you're going to put anything in the comments, should I sell Fernando Llorente? Now, as you can see here, we had a lot of offers in from Mo Barrow. I did look at them and think, should I offer them a couple more to pay for him? But I saw that none of these offers were really going to get anywhere, so I just decided to reject all offers. He's too important. I wouldn't want him to go for much. But here is the big decision. His contract is expiring 6 months down the line, which means I could get him on a free come the end of the season. Do you guys think that I should sign him on a free contract on the end of the season, and then he'll come next season and then he'll be playing for our squad? He won't be the first team striker probably, but he'll definitely be in and around the team, and I'll be using him as much as I possibly can. But yeah, let me know down below, and also if you think I should sell Fernando Llorente, just because he's not really doing too much at the moment. But as you can see there, we put a bid in for Andrew Robertson, I believe his name is. I know his name is Robertson from Hull, as we get a bid in from Hull for Michel Vorm. We tried shipping out Neil Taylor for Robertson, but that didn't go down too well. A player that I really would have liked to sign is that Robertson. Ben Davis I did inquire about, but he was too expensive. I know someone left that in the comments below, and same with Alex Tellers, he was recently transferred. But onto our final episode of the final game of the episode, up against Watford at Vicarage Road. As you can see, the new FA Cup graphics and design, I guess, coming up against an ex-Swans player, Lukas Fabianski. A lot of people commented in that first episode that I shouldn't have sold him, and I kind of regret it now, but the good work that Vorm's done over the season, it's not too much of an issue. It was sad to see Fabianski go, I said that at the time, but the money that was offered for him, I believe it was around £18 million, I just couldn't pass it up. But as you can see here, we made a lot of changes to our starting team. This is our first game in the FA Cup, and as you can see, Jonathan Lecco, Ollie McBurney, Jody Amat, Regan Poole all playing. We just wanted to play some youngsters in this game. The FA Cup graphics are so sick. I can't wait to play with the new Premier League ones, because I haven't even done that yet. I'm still waiting in January to receive all your comments on what you think I should do regarding transfers and stuff until I continue in the series. But Watford with a good chance early on. Pereira, who's a really decent player, comes down this right hand side, puts a good ball in, and a great save from Christopher Nordveld. Someone in the comments in like the first couple of episodes said they wanted to see him play more. The only time I'm really going to play him is during cup competitions, and he played awful in the first couple of games, but there's a decent save by him. But as for the chance now, Jonathan Lecco down the left hand side, he'll play that one inside to Wayne Routledge, who I've got playing as the number 10 role. Holds off the defender there quite well, and it's still Routledge who's got the ball. As you can see, good bit of footwork into Ki-Sung Young, back into Routledge, and he'll play Ki-Sung Young in, who'll take this shot, and it'll go just wide of the post. Lukas Fabianski looked like he had it covered, but it was a good effort nonetheless from Ki-Sung Young, and he'll whip in the corner. In the 45th minute will actually signal the end of the first half. 0-0 at half time. We've got a really weak team out, or weak in terms of the squad we've got. So a draw in this game wouldn't have been such a bad result, and we've got a chance here to score though. Here's Ollie McBurney on the ball. He'll get tackled, but it comes to Lecco very nicely and into Fulton, and that's a poor first time shot. From the replay, it actually was a lot closer than it looked there, but regardless, it's still a poor shot. And well, what a goal to concede. I don't know whether you saw that in the top left hand corner, but Okaka had just come on the pitch. That was his first touch, his first involvement. I can't take anything away from Pereira. I think that was who put the ball in, or it could have been Hollybass, but what a header. And late on into the game here, we managed to get ourselves a chance. Here's McBurney into Angel Rangel. It's a good ball through to Leroy Fair, and he'll shoot. It's a good save from Gus Fabianski, and he'll parry it out for a corner. Nothing came of the corner. But here's Leroy Fair into Kenji Gore. He's coming up to the last couple of minutes of the game now, so we're just trying to take it slow and really think about where we wanted to go with this. As you can see, I'm on ultra attacking, but here's Ki-Sung Young into Ollie McBurney. We'll pass it into Kenji Gore, who I bought on in the second half, his first appearance so far this season. Now here's Leroy Fair into McBurney, and he's found Dyer in a lot of space, 1-1 with the keeper. He scores. Nathan Dyer in the last minute of the game scores. Nathan Dyer, to be fair to him, has done so good in the cup competitions over this season. He really needs to be playing in the league. I should give him more of a chance, but Barrow's doing so well in the league, so it's so hard to balance the team. But yeah, last minute goal from Nathan Dyer away at Vicarage Road. I'll take that. I think this will go to a replay now. I don't think it works on away goals or anything like that, but As you'll see here, that was the end of the game. We managed to pull it back to 1-1. I was so happy about that. This game was a hard game. There weren't a lot of chances, and when the main one came to us, we managed to take it. We had a couple of half chances throughout the game. It was the same as the last game, really. But yeah, 1-1, like I said, away from home. A lot of changes were made to that team. So when I make stuff like that, I'm not too disheartened with the result. But that'll be this episode. Coming to a close, guys. Episode number 14. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments down below about the things I mentioned in this episode. And yeah, peace.